I'm Johnny from Expert Boxing. Now I'm going to show you how to attack and find angles for your punches on the inside. So these are different ways for you to find opportunities to punch in inside fighting. The first thing you want to understand about inside fighting is you want to understand the advantageous angles. Let's start with the foot placement. This is not an advantageous angle. This is a mirror, okay? This is even fight. You don't want even fight. Surround him, okay? Surround him somewhere. So, for example, I might cut to this angle. This angle is better because I feel like I'm behind him. My head is protected. I might also like to do something like this, okay? So I'll show you from here. Again, I'm kind of behind him. I'm really on top of him, but being on top of a guy is kind of like being behind a guy. I feel protected and I can swing shots into him. The foot position, remember this? Don't look for the mirror, look for the cut around. Don't be afraid to turn southpaw. You're inside, boom, here he is. Or here, let's say he gets aggressive, he pushes into me, boom. Alright? So I cut to a southpaw some way where I'm on top of him, I'm around him, I'm surrounding him, okay? I'm looking for angles where I have control. I'm not trying to be inside like this, and I'm not trying to have an even fight. I'm not looking for an even fight. On the inside, I want to have the advantageous position. The head placement. I like to have my head in the middle and his to the side. So if I can push him to one side and I control the middle, this is preferred. Or maybe the other way. Okay, this is preferred. Find a way to control his head, because if he's stuck off to one angle, then you have the advantage. Find a way. Maybe you're the one in the middle, maybe you're the one off to an angle, but use that head placement to your advantage. Find the advantage in your head placement. The goal is to be in a position where you have space for your punches, but he doesn't have space for his. So you gotta find it. You gotta find a way to make space for yours while not giving him space for his. That's the goal of finding the advantageous asymmetrical angles, non-mirroring positions when you're on the inside. There will be different angles. For example, you might have this kind of position right here. So when you have on the head on the shoulder angle, what you can do is you can go push and boom, 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 boom. You can use a cut. So here we go. Let's say we're pushing into each other. And remember this trick? Here, look at my right glove. It's on his shoulder. And wham! There you go. And I fire. Right here, we're pushing to each other. And I turn back into temporary southpaw. Anytime we're in this position, I can cut over and then just fire hooks into him from behind. There are a few rules when it comes to punching on the inside. The first thing is it's about timing. When you're in the inside, it's not about aiming, okay? Don't look to aim. Don't look for your target. Don't look for openings. When I say don't look, I mean don't look with your eyes. Use timing. Don't use your eyes because it's so fast. You're on the inside. There are no openings. Just think, everything's so closed up. You just have to know the timing of when punches are going to be thrown. He's throwing punches. Boom, boom, boom. Keep throwing, keep throwing, keep throwing. And then I just know the timing. Boom, right there. So you have to know the timing. You don't need to aim. Use your rhythm. Go with him, go with him, go with him. Boom, 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 boom. Timing. The next thing is rhythm. You have to feel your way through. If you can feel the way he's punching, you know when to defend and when you can attack. When you can defend, when you can attack. Because you feel the rhythm. Don't just sit here and wait until you see an opening. You wait until you feel like you might have. That's not going to work. You need to start shifting with him. Rhythm, 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 rhythm. And then fire your way through that. The biggest tip is not to try and use your eyes, okay? Don't try to look for things. It's too fast, it's too quick, it's too close. There's no space. You're in like point blank range. If anything, when we're inside fighting, I can be looking over there, but I'm feeling my way, and I know where he is, okay? He's right in front of me. If you don't know how to hit a guy that's right in front of you, you can't feel him, that seeing him is not going to do it. By the time I see him, he's already moved, he's already thrown something else. Another thing you should know is that when you're exchanging punches on the inside, when you're throwing punches in combinations, throw it from one leg. This is what I mean. We're inside, I shift to one leg. I shift to my right leg, and I punch him here. Bam, 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 bam. And then, if I want to be on the other leg, fine, I shift to the other leg, and boom, 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 boom. So I'm either here, I stay on one leg and I trade, or I stay on one leg and I trade, and I throw a combination. What I'm not doing, which is more of an outside fighting technique, is trying to shift on every shot. This this is it's too much. Either I'm in the center or I'm on one leg. I like to tell people go to one leg because from here there's no room, okay? Shift to one leg, all of a sudden you've made space. Shift to one leg, all of a sudden you've made space. Get to one leg. If you want to shift, think of it as like this. Weight shifting is footwork on the inside. So for example, when I'm on the outside, footwork is shifting weight from one leg to another, one leg to another. On the inside, you don't have time to do this on the inside. So on the inside, you just do this. It's still kind of a form of footwork. So think of it like that. If you're shifting weight on the inside, it's your footwork. Like boom, 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 I'm over here, and I'm over here, and I'm over here, and I'm over here, okay? So think of it like that. But generally, try to throw your punches from one leg when you're on the inside. When you're on the inside and you want to hit him in the head, hitting the head on the inside requires a lot of timing. You got to just understand the flow of two punchers fighting on the inside. You will find that when you fight the more experienced fighters, every punch you throw at their head, they roll under. So you got to be aware of this, and sometimes you got to mix in uppercuts, okay? If you're having a hard time firing at the head, try firing at the chest. Fire everything into here. Boom, 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 boom. Pretend their head is right here, okay? And if they're ducking and slipping around, something will get through. Another way, what you can do is to control his upper body. If he's using a lot of movement and pushing, and he's coming around and he's grabbing you, you can put pressure on one of his shoulders. Just the fact that you make contact with one of his shoulders, this will slow him down a bit and then allow you to, hopefully squeeze something through. Right now I'm going to show you how to defend against punches when you're on the inside. That means how to block, parry, roll, slip, or otherwise evade your opponent's attacks in inside fighting. First defensive technique for inside fighting, smothering. How do you smother? You gotta slime, okay? So I use my body weight a little bit. I start to pressure. Even from here, he starts to feel my weight already. You see how I'm not even pushing him, but as he's punching me, he can feel my weight pushing back and putting force onto him, putting pressure onto him. He's throwing punches, here he goes. Boom, I just start coming into him, and I come into him, and I find a way to smother him. I crush him, okay? I'm taking away room for his arms, okay? I'm just taking his room, and there you go. I'm smothering him, I'm closing the distance. There's no way for him to throw punches because I'm so close. How do you do it without getting hit in the face? Well, you can slip a little bit. I slip and I slide and I slide and I slide and I slip, and there you go, and I'm in. You gotta learn how to be relaxed about this. Takes time, takes skills. Next thing you want to do, next defensive technique on the inside is to roll. So he's throwing lots of punches. Boom, 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 boom. Okay? And this takes rhythm. When he's throwing a punch with his left hand, I go that way. When he's throwing punches with his right hand, I go that way. And it doesn't matter if it makes contact, even if it hits me in the face, and boom, okay? I can take the steam off. So to rolling, it's just a matter of going with his rhythm and understanding it, and I push the punch away, and okay, sometimes I clear, sometimes I parry, and especially in close range, most guys are going to go left, right. Every now and then, if they're being tricky, they're going to go left, right, okay? But just find the rhythm, find the rhythm, okay? And that's how you roll on the inside. Next tactic I like to use for defending on the inside is closing the shoulder. So for example, you want to find one of his shoulders and lock it down. I might lock down this shoulder right here. Any way that you can. Maybe because I have my body on top of the shoulder, because I have my arm on top of the shoulder, or maybe because I have my arm inside the shoulder. But just pick one shoulder and disable the shoulder. Once you disable the shoulder, now you only have to watch out for punches from the other hand. So I find a way, I pick one shoulder, I disable it. Okay, so right now you can see I'm chasing down his left shoulder. Now, in another scenario, let's say his strong shoulder is the right one, I might chase after his right shoulder. And I might throw punches, that way the ref doesn't break us up. But I might do something like that. I'm closing his shoulder, maybe I'm clinching the arm. That's a surefire way to lock one shoulder out of the fight. Let's say I just make a shield and I'm here. Just the fact that I lock one shoulder out of the fight, I now only have one arm to worry about, and if there's only one arm, we can just have a one-arm fight. One thing that's really going to help you on the inside is having some automatic combinations, having some automatic defensive moves. You're on the inside, you should have this automatically. 1, 2, 3, and roll under. Doesn't matter if he throws a punch or not, you should just have this by default. Bum, bum, boom, boom, okay? Or bum, 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 boom, boom. Okay? Because you're expecting two hooks. Boom, 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 boom. and boom, boom, boom. Another one you can do, maybe some classic pullbacks. So for example, like da 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 da, and then here comes his right hand, boom, and and then I'm back in. Or maybe da 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 da, I'm expecting the left hand, and boom, and I'm out. Or maybe I do a 1-2 and I roll to my right, bum, 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 boom, and I go under. Have these kinds of motions, automatic moves, maybe, bum, 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 and I pivot. And I go back out. Have some kind of automatic stuff that you do, that you pick up. And you know, as you fight different kinds of fighters, you will realize certain kinds of moves work better. Maybe I blah, 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 uppercut and come down, or right hand and come under, okay? Or left hook and come under. Oh, that's right, that's a good one. Boom, 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 slip, bang. Well, I would be slipping his right hand. But have something automatic. A big part about fighting on the inside is don't try to be fast, don't try to be powerful, don't try to like, you're here and then and you explode your way out. It's not that. Relax and feel, okay? Rhythm and feeling. Boom, you start fighting, rhythm and feeling, rhythm and feeling. Throw punches, more punches, all kinds, all kinds. Mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. Okay? So I just feel, I feel. I catch a rhythm, and I find, all right? I'm not here trying to look. I'm not here trying to see. I'm not here trying to wait. Okay, there is no waiting. You're in a fight, and especially when you're on the inside, you're totally in a fight. I just go with the flow. I go with it. Whatever I get, whatever I get, whatever I get. Okay, so I just go in there. I fight. You know, over time, you will get better at this. You'll get better at swimming on the inside. You don't have to like stare into your opponent and look and wait and fidget around for the move. It's not like an outside game where you're kind of winning the battle reflexes. Inside, everybody swims. You take some, you give some. And the more time you spend at it, the more efficient you are, and the better you are at rolling off his shots while at the same time landing yours with the perfect timing. How to escape from the inside. When you're in close range, you're on the inside, you're inside fighting, and you want to just get out of the position. You don't want to be in the clinch anymore. You don't want to be close to him anymore. You want to go away, you want to make space, you want to breathe, or maybe you want to get farther away and throw punches because you're not the inside fighter. First thing, let's get inside. We're inside here. What I don't recommend for you to do is to try to go backwards. There's a good chance if you're the one trying to go away, there's a very good chance if you're the one going away, you're the one that's tracked along the ropes. I just don't like it. It's not very effective anyway. I like to think of it like this. When you escape, you're either doing the shoulder escape or the armpit escape. When I escape, I have to go through my opponent. I don't go back. And I don't go around. I never think around or back. I think I'm going through him. I'm either going over his shoulder, escaping over his shoulder, or I'm going under through his armpit. If I want to go over his shoulder, this would be an example. And I'm going through, okay? I'm not imagining that I'm going around him like this. I imagine that I'm going through him, okay? I'm going over his shoulder. I can help by pulling the shoulder down, or I can literally, we're here, and I jump over his shoulder, or I wait for him to commit. Let's say he commits the right hand, okay? I think of that as going over his shoulder. The opposite is to go under his armpit, to go through him under his armpit, to here, okay? Okay, boom, okay? So I'm here, let's say he's being aggressive with me. I'm looking for it, boom, and there you go. And I go through. So I look for the armpit. Likewise, with the hook, left hook, boom, and I go through the armpit. When you have an opponent swinging at you, many fighters like to think about going under their arm. So let's say he throws a right hand, and I think about going under his arm. Change that mentality. You're no longer going his arm, you're going to his chest and sliding through the armpit, okay? Boom. I'm going through his chest, sliding through the armpit. It looks crazy when I do this out here in open range, yes, because it's not an outside fighting tactic, it's an inside fighting tactic. My head is already in his chest, so when he throws either side, it doesn't take much for me to slip through, either side. Okay, again, I'm gonna stay here. There you go. It doesn't take much for me to find my way through him. So again, over the shoulder or under the armpit. There's a big tip to help you guarantee the safety of these escapes, that you get out without getting hit. Let's say I want to fly over this shoulder, right? What I wouldn't do is wait for the punch and then try to jump over it, okay? And I try to jump over it, it's probably too late. I would find myself in this position right here, okay? And then when he punches down, I come over. Another way is I put my head here, and then I come over that way. So I think of it that way. I set it up. Here's another way. Let's say he's chasing me along the ropes. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, and boom, I'm out. I'm free and clear. If I want to go the other way, I can try this and, okay? So you got to change directions. You can start high, then go low, or you can stay low and then come up high. You can go this way to bait the shot more this way, then you go out that way, or you can stay on this side and then go this way. But basically, there's a direction change. Sometimes it's not just a matter of you moving your head. Sometimes you got to pivot out. So from here, whatever you bait the shot and, boom, and you pivot out. Also, there are times when you might have to temporarily turn southpaw. From here, boom, okay? Exactly. And I've pivoted away and made it a very long stretch for him to reach that right hand. Change directions is basically what I'm trying to say. One thing that can help you when you're changing directions is to try and guard more on one side. If I want him to throw his right hand, then I will guard more on this side to bait his right hand, and there you go. If I want him to throw a high hook, then maybe I wouldn't do this, maybe I would do this. Exactly. I might throw a punch, leave this here, okay, leave this on him, and I'm just waiting for that hook, and there you go. Likewise, if I want him to throw down, I might stay down here, and then back up, and then go through him. Try to find a way to set up the punch that you want. Also, let's say maybe you want a wide right. Another way, maybe you can put your gloves in front of you and then just boom and release and come under. Those are some ideas or different ways for you to set up. Other ways to escape on the inside. Just push out and boom, okay, push out, make space. We're here and boom, just push out, make space. You can also use a spin out. So I could do something like that, okay? It would help. Let's say I have an over and an under. We have something like this, okay? So this will happen a lot. I taught you this before. Don't try to spread your feet. Put your feet together and just, okay, and push them off you. Doesn't matter which direction. Here could be this. Look, this is all I need. Okay, so spin and push, and spin and push. You can also just hold them along the ropes and wait for a break. So boom. Just, look, here you go, there you go, and wait for the break. Wait for somebody to come and break you. So those are some ways, other ways for you to escape from the inside. I'm Johnny from Expert Boxing. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also check out my website, expertboxing.com, for more great boxing tips. Thanks for watching.